Hi, welcome to Bruce's Garage. I'm Bruce and this is my garage. Today we're diving into the world of car care with a little bit of a unique twist. We're going to work on a hybrid exterior car wash. That means we're going to be using both DIY Incredible Suds and a Rinseless Wash. So if you want to learn about how to wash your car with a little bit less hassle, a little bit less water, then come on in and let's have some fun. Well, thanks for joining me today in the garage. I'm really glad you're here because we're going to do a hybrid car wash. And hybrid is something that I haven't really done before. And I've been seeing a lot of videos on it. And I thought, let me dig into this a little bit more and experiment with it myself and share with you how to do it and what are the pros and cons of doing that. So first thing I think is, what is a hybrid wash? Well, it's a mix of both traditional washing techniques with soap and rinseless. So essentially, we're going to soak the vehicle down with a foam cannon using DIY Incredible Suds. So we're going to do that first. Once that's done, we'll rinse. Then we will apply DIY Rinseless with a sprayer. So we'll use the IK sprayer here filled with Rinseless. We'll soak the vehicle down. Then we've got also Rinseless in a bucket with Legacy Sponge. And we'll do a traditional rinseless wash from that point forward and then dry the vehicle. And I'll probably apply some ceramic gloss as a drying aid as well. Not absolutely necessary, particularly when you're using rinseless, but I will do that probably on this wash. So why hybrid wash? What's the point? Well, number one is you're going to maybe save a little bit of time in that you're not re-soaping and then rinsing again on the vehicle. You're saving some water, so you're not having to rinse twice. So that's part of the advantage. The other advantage is versus just straight rinseless would be that I'm actually getting to use the foam cannon, which from my perspective is a non-professional full-time detailer. I enjoy using foam, so there is a satisfaction part of that. Secondly, though, it also gets some of the dirt and grime off the vehicle. So when you use Incredible Suds, you're spreading that on the vehicle with the foam cannon, which is starting to encapsulate that dirt, bringing it down off the vehicle. Then when you rinse, you're safely rinsing because some of that dirt's been encapsulated. You're getting some of the dirt off the vehicle before you ever apply rinseless. Then to be safe, we're spraying the car with rinseless, then using our Legacy Sponge dipped in the rinseless bucket to actually do the contact wash. So it's a real safe, I would call it an ultra safe way to do a rinseless wash. So I think rinseless is still very safe. This is even safer, and you get the benefit of using foam, and you get the benefit of using less water. So that's kind of what it's all about. So let's dig in and talk about exactly what equipment we need and then just get started with this hybrid wash. So what's all the equipment that we need to do a hybrid exterior car wash? Well, first thing is we're going to need a soap and we're going to need rinseless. So what I have with me today is DIY Incredible Suds. We're going to use that for our soap. We will put that in the foam cannon, and I'll put about an ounce in the foam cannon with about 900 milliliters of water. Then we need rinseless, and I've got DIY Rinseless version 2. We're going to use that. Remember, that's 1 ounce for 2 gallons of water. And so I'm going to make 4 gallons in a bucket. So I'm going to put 2 ounces of DIY rinseless. Then I'm going to dip my IK sprayer in that rinseless bucket once it's already mixed to fill this up. So I've got my sprayer. I've also got my foam cannon here. I got my Legacy Sponge. Got some measuring cups, a drying blanket. Got to dry it. And I've got a pair of gloves and ceramic gloss that I'm going to use as a drying aid. Again, not an absolute necessity at all. So I've got my wash bucket is the other thing I need, and water. We'll use the pressure washer today. You could use a hose. That's not a problem. So that's all you need. Again, don't want to overcomplicate it. Soap, rinseless, water, bucket, some type of spray to be able to spray the rinseless wash, and something to dry with. Those are the important things you need. Enough preparation. Let's just start foaming and having some fun. All right, I'm going to jump right in and wash this Infinity using our hybrid wash method. Now, as I looked at the vehicle, I noticed the wheels and tires are pretty dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray all clean at 1 to 15 straight out of that bottle, the 16-ounce bottle, on the tire and the wheel, and do some manual scrubbing first before I use Incredible Suds on the entire vehicle and the wheels and tires. I just feel like it's going to need a little bit extra attention. So that's what I'm going to do first. Let the foaming begin. Remember, this is 1 ounce of Incredible Suds. We're going to let that dwell for just another minute or so, and then I'm going to rinse. Now I'm going to spray the vehicle with Rinseless. The idea again of spraying Rinseless onto the surface is to encapsulate that dirt. If there's any remaining dirt there that we didn't get off just with the Incredible Suds wash and rinse without any contact, now we're encapsulating that dirt, which adds some additional safety before I do my contact wash, which is what I'm going to do next. And I got my Legacy sponge on the verge of dripping. No pressure. You know, if this feels like you're doing work, then you're working too hard. Because it shouldn't feel like work. This is not hard. Just gliding the Legacy sponge across the surface with the Rinseless wash, which again is encapsulating the dirt, but also adds these surfactants, which makes this really just a very slick way. It's very slick on the surface. So what I'm going to do now is, since I just did the roof, front window, and the hood, I'm going to spray some ceramic gloss. This car doesn't have any protection on it, so I think that would just be nice to have a little bit of ceramic gloss on here. And I'm going to dry this section by section. I am outside, although it's cloudy. I really would prefer this not to dry. And I'm just gliding the towel really across the surface here. The drying blanket from DIY Detail really does well. Notice I do apply the ceramic gloss to the windows as well. Won't hurt those and actually add some hydrophobics to it. We're going to spray some more Rinseless on this side, which we had not done yet. Again, there's no pressure on the sponge at all. Really just gliding across the surface. One dunk back in. Again, we're going to spray the Rinseless, then do our contact with the Rinseless. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other side. Then we'll recap where we're at. All right, we're just about done. I am going to do the front here. It's the last spot. I'm spraying this a little bit heavier in the front. There was some bugs, but it looks like most of them are gone, but just want to make sure. You get down to low spots like this, just make sure your drying towel does not touch the ground. All right, I see one little spot down here of bird poop, I think. That wanted to be a little stubborn. So we'll grab that again. Keep in mind, again, I am not putting any pressure on this sponge at all. I just sprayed it, again, heavy with Rinseless. If it hadn't come off, I would probably then try something like All Clean. Well, what did you think? Did you enjoy the hybrid wash? Was it as fun for you as it was for me? Do you see some of the benefits? Maybe, maybe not. You know, again, I think it's great that you can save some water. I think it's great that you don't have to rinse twice. You get the benefits of being able to use suds, use the foam cannon. It's a safer wash, really an ultra safe wash, by soaping that vehicle first, rinsing, then spraying Rinseless, and using your general process for Rinseless washing, and then drying the vehicle, and of course using ceramic gloss or another drying aid if you wish. You don't have to do that when you're using Rinseless because you have a lot of polymers in there and surfactants that are really helping to lubricate the surface when you dry. But if you want to add some protection, it's another way to do that when you're drying the vehicle. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you learned something about a hybrid wash. Maybe give it a shot, especially for those of you like me who appreciate the value and benefits of Rinseless, but really also enjoys foaming and the suds and that fantastic grape smell. So that's up to you, but I wanted to share with you just another way to wash. It's not complex. It's not hard. Most importantly, just go out and have some fun, right? So appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, got more content coming. I really appreciate the time you spend watching and learning online. Makes me really happy because I want to share with you some fun that you can have in your garage detailing. So go out, have some fun, and have a great day.